Hello, welcome to the first round here. Our opponent won the die roll, decided to keep his 7. We had a tough choice here, to be honest, with whether or not we want to keep our 7. But given that we have opposition and Fate's Feathers plus all the mana fix, we decided to keep. Our opponent does seem to be an aggro deck though. Kira is an okay draw. Just because, turn 3 Kira into turn 4 opposition starts locking down things. And it's the only reason why I kept his hand, like, opposition is pretty solid. So I'm always gonna yield to this. There's no need for me to react that often. So opponent is gonna deal me a bunch of damage. Seems to be aggro, so as long as it doesn't have Mesmeric Fiend, I'm happy. But I think my deck is well suited against aggro. Obviously could be a bit better given that I don't run Oust main deck, I don't run Descendant main deck. So if I had those, that would be better. Maybe he has somewhat of a slow start if he doesn't play anything here. He does. So let's run out Island and see what he does then. Like, whatever he plays now is gonna get in for 1 attack. Because we play Kira, then opposition, like, he's not gonna have an answer to opposition in these colors given that I have Fate's Feathers. He might have Oblivion Ring, of course, you never know. What's this? Live Vein Zombie. That's okay. Because we do not have a green or white creature. He's gonna see the opposition, so he's gonna be aware that that is in play. In which case... Wait, he... What? What? Does this target? Yeah. Talking about the Nombo. So do we block then? How on earth does he not attack with that? That seems so bizarre. Wow. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get attacked for 2, but the guy just didn't pay the life. And then played Live Vein Zombie. If he now pays it to a life, that makes no sense. Or pays life, that makes no sense. So this is gonna come in for a turn. He saw the coast, so he's aware that that is there. So now he pays life. Like, why didn't he do that previous turn? He should be at 15, I should be at 16. This is okay that it you can actually choose, like if it's Vampire Lacerator, you don't have the option to choose. Not gonna block here, that's certain. Like, this is gonna save me 2 damage now, but as soon as I get the position life, it's gonna save me way more damage because I can start tapping down his biggest creature. And then Wall should be gaining me life, but actually can't because of Kira. Whenever they become a so it counters this. It's a bit annoying because it's creatures you control. Okay. Blightning, discard 2 lands, of course. We do have the coast, we have 4 lands, so 4 mana. So we have everything we want, to be honest. Draws Sphinx's Ref, which is pretty nice, but not that needed. Opposition is there now. He can't have an out against that. Outside of Oblivion Ring, of course, he could have that. Don't really want to do anything during his upkeep, but I am gonna put a stop there just in case. I need to in the future. Which seems possible, like, it's not that unrealistic that I need to have stops there. Probably Fate's Feathers is gonna be the next cast, although Wall of Reverence is gonna shut down a creature as well. The problem just is that Wall of Reverence isn't gonna do that much outside of activating his removal, I guess. But it does stop, like, Carnifex. If it doesn't play anything here, Wall is the correct play. Fraction Rager doesn't really matter. a land, huh? So the guy finally drew his land. So what do I want to draw? A Blade Splicer. Land is okay. I guess we play Wall of Reverence then. This is a bit of an annoying card. I think I'm gonna target Kira, but it's gonna get countered. And maybe we then use Kira to block something, like the Rager. So we can then start gaining life with the wall. I think that's correct. So tap this down, block with this. So we're gonna target that. Yes, it's gonna get counter time, aware of that. So we tap down Live Vein Zombie, block 1, fall down to 6, have Fate's Feathers, in case we don't draw anything else. To gain another 4, probably on Live Vein Zombie then. Because then we can just start blocking things. Maybe he's not gonna pay life. It should be at 6. Because he missed an attack there. So tap down Live Vein Zombie. Block with Kira, gain life. If I draw a creature, I'm gonna gain more life even. But I do have to draw a creature then. Blightning, huh? That's a pretty good one. So we have played 3 cards, he has played 4 cards. And we're basically stabilizing. For now. Ultimate prize, that's okay. Not really gonna do anything. Bravo, sir. Bravo. That was a pretty weird move. So yeah, let's use a position. Tap down this. And tap this then. So Arc Trail doesn't get countered. Maybe that's why he did that. So we tap down the Live Vein Zombie, save ourselves another 3. Take 2, fall down to 5. Draw Plains, which is okay, but not really the greatest card out there. But this way we go up to 9, we go up to 10. Because end of turn. We gain life. So this is basically preventing some damage. Just not enough yet. He does have 4 cards, so that's pretty solid. We've drawn a bit too many lands. Falcon Rat or Aristocrat. Sacrifice creature. It's horror zombie, that doesn't really matter. So you can always block this. And that forces him to sacrifice a creature. Which is obviously a bit better for me than just tapping it down. Because it's not gonna be... Yeah, that's fine. So fall down to 6. Kiora on this. Kiora on this. Then he takes 2 if he decides to attack it. Then Kiora on this again. Takes 2 if he decides to attack it. So I don't think we do that. I think we need to Sphinx for 3 and see if we can get like that. Or if we can get there like that. I think that's a bit better. Like Kiora, sure, but it's not a winning play yet. It's gonna be a winning play later, but not right now. We're gonna be up to 10 again. We're gonna be able to make the same block, so he's not able to attack with this. Or he shouldn't be able to attack with that. Unless he like ever finds a human. But this drawing me cards is gonna be great. Like if I draw Sun Titan, we can get Kira back. We suddenly have 3 creatures in play. We're gaining life. He's killing himself with Carnifex. What's this? Please don't be a removal. Urabresk the Hidden. It gives his creatures haste. I might come into play tapped, so that's a bit cruel. Is there any way I can stop that? I don't think there is, so let's get him to go to attack. Yes. Doesn't attack with fucker, it does. So it figures that is lethal, but it obviously isn't. The problem now is that all of my creatures come into play tapped. So even Meloku isn't that great here. So block like that. He can sacrifice something, but it's just gonna gain me more life. He does. So I go down to 4. The fairy is okay. The fairy will ambush this, but I think I want to cast it now. It's just so no, the fairy can't ambush. So if I do Meloku, I can make 2 tokens, which is basically GG. I just need to survive, so go to 6, and then I'm dead. So the fairy brings me to 7 and keeps me alive, assuming he doesn't have a creature. But as soon as he has a creature, I lose. Because they come into play tapped. Ah, man. So block always takes 6. Kiora block is actually better. But then it's still not gonna win me the game. Right? But Kiora and blocking is fine, but then if he has another creature... Yeah, I think Kiora has to be the play though. It keeps me at the most life. Basically stop this from doing anything. So this one, then suspend this, but seems very unlikely that's gonna do anything either. And if he has like a hasted creature, it has to be a 2 power 1, and 1 power 1 still doesn't do it. 3 power 1, sorry. So 2 power 1 still doesn't do it. The problem is that even with this play, I'm not gonna have an out next turn. But like the fairy, yes, while it might be good, I don't think it was gonna win me the game. So upkeep step. And I'm not sure what there is that wins me the game. Like Sun Titan will gain me 6 life. If I have something like that maybe wins, just because it gains so much life. This just can't be something really big. Yeah, that's good enough, I think. Although, no, it still isn't. Yes, it's gonna be. If I draw Condemn doesn't do it, so Dungeon Guys wouldn't have done it either. Or Brusque, just too good. So converted mana cost, we bring in Oust. We bring in Whipcorder, maybe. Spectre Possession. Maybe we just keep it like that and bring in the Oust. Like Descendant, of course. What am I even thinking about? Descendant is nuts. Kami, we haven't seen any enchantment. Same for Dismantling Blow. Whipcorder seems okay, but not that necessary, I think. The Fairy is probably not that great. And into the roll. All of my other cards are pretty good against him. Maybe Yosei because it's slower. Okay. So we're on the play now. Have a decent hand, so let's keep this. Been knowing that we're gonna suspend this a turn later than we should, but that's okay. Gonna remove this stop from upkeep. But I mean, we have Condemn, we have Exalted Angel, we have Dungeon Geist. Not gonna pay 2 life, of course. And then next turn we can play Hinterland Harbor, have Condemn up, play Ancestral Visions, or suspend Ancestral Visions. I think we should be able to survive long enough. Figure of Destiny, that's okay. I'm gonna let you pump that a bunch of times. Basically once. And we draw opposition again. How good are we, ladies and gentlemen? How good are we? So seeing that we wanna do Exalted Angel anyway, I think we condemn this. Una's Prowler. Maybe we condemn that instead. Like, taking the 1 damage here doesn't really matter that much. I mean, we still need to draw land for opposition, so... Into the roll is also pretty solid, so we'll just do that then. Play Condemn on the Prowler and Into the roll on the figure if he pumps it. If not, we're just gonna take 1 damage, we really don't care about that. Just with that, not with the Prowler? Okay, thought so. Okay. So we're gonna condemn this and end of turn bounce figure, because there's no point in doing it right now, because he's just gonna replay it and we're gonna take 2 damage on next turn, while if we do it at the end of turn, he's gonna be slower. Cancel. He's gonna be slower there. He might have like a Red Elemental Blast, but seems unlikely. And I'm not even sure if he's gonna use that on this. So Ancestral is getting there. Yavimaya is a pretty good one, but we're just gonna cast his face down, of course. Keep a blow up. And then next turn we're gonna have 4 or 5 lifelinker. He might kill this, so it might not be the best of plays. Like Art Trail is there, it exists. But I mean, we do have Dungeon Geist if you want to. I'm just gonna replay figure then and pump it. What about Ultimate Prize? What do we do about that? Figure if he has Ultimate Prize, he just has it. Might as well attack here. Nah, let's not attack and just see what he does. Like, if he pumps this, we obviously block and block an unmorph. Has to respect my 5 mana here. The only nuts card here would be Blightning, because it's gonna get rid of 2 really good cards here. Opposition is basically nuts, so he does go for attack. We go for blockers. Okay. See if he pumps. Does. So let's just show that we have the goodies. This is an Exalted Angel. Like, my opponent's game doesn't crash, so it has to be something with my client. This is pretty bonkers. Gain 4, kill his creature. Yes, he can kill Exalted Angel right now, but doesn't. Ancestral Resolve, so we're gonna draw a bunch of cards. Which is even more nutted. Don't want to tap that one, because that's gonna give us the opposition. Because that's gonna be 8 life now. Yes, creature, deck. Boom, baby. 8 life it is. So blue, keep bluffing the blue, I guess. Look at the top 2, put 1 into your hand. Mana Leak is probably better than the extra land, like we're gonna be drawing lands anyway. It seems very unlikely that my opponent can beat this, given that he didn't have remove for it previously. Well, it helps if you draw 1. But even then, it's not gonna win this. So we have Mana Leak just in case he casts something. We have Sphinxes for 4 if you want to. We have opposition to start locking down things. So let's just Mana Leak that, because the card is a bit too good for me to win against. Well, it's not like it's nuts, but it's a really solid card. Let's cast opposition. I do think we swing for 2, tap down the black on his upkeep. Basically deny him of a color of mana. So we need to draw a swamp, which is okay, I mean it happens. But we can Sphinx for 5. Opponent does have 5 cards. He might have an out against opposition, but it seems very unlikely. What is this? Skeletal Scrying? Like he can't cast Tombstalker because we tap down. Cortusar is pretty good. Might as well cast it here. Okay. Pick Sun Titan. Okay. I do want to use this just because, you know, my Pilgrim now has lifelink. It gains me 2 life. And then on his upkeep, yet again, tap down black. So tap it. And tap it. More swamps, huh? What to do against all the swamps? There's nothing in my graveyard at this point that I can... Yeah, you can see it. I thought so. So we're on the draw this time. Maybe wanting Terminus. If we top deck that, that's pretty huge. What do we want out? Although, do I really need Terminus? I have so many good creatures. Not that many in the cheap slots. Maybe I want South, another late game creature. Like maybe one of these two. And bring in Whipcorder, Kami. This is a 1-3, this is a 1-3, so Seagate is a bit more solid. So like that. Just because this is another 2-drop. If we're on the draw, we probably want as many 2-drops as we can. My opponent isn't always aggressive, but oh man, this is a monster. Nearheart Pilgrim into Serendip Efreet. Into Sun Titan later on, assuming he has removal. Yeah, this is fine. As long as it doesn't have like turn 1 really good card. Mulligans to 6, so probably doesn't. But he keeps that, so let's remove his stop as his upkeep for now. Plays a mountain and doesn't have a play, so that's always good. Fate's Feather is another really good card. We have a monster draw, ladies and gentlemen. Nearheart Pilgrim, which is pretty good against him. Into a 3/4 flyer, which is also pretty good against him. Yes, it's gonna cost me life, but these are gonna gain me life. Instead, I think I wanna cast a Whipcorder. It seems a bit weird to cast that over the Pilgrim, but I mean it's very likely that he kept a hand with somewhat of removal. So in that case, Whipcorder is a bit better because we do want that to fetch removal instead of this. And then turn 4, if it doesn't have anything, we can slam this on the Efreet and slam with it. Gutter Snipe, huh? Instant or sorcery deals 2 damage to an opponent. So let's offer up the trade. Maybe it does. Take it. Seems very unlikely, but like I have Serendip Efreet to block with, so it doesn't do that. Guess we play Hinterland Harbor. Doesn't really matter what I play here. And play Efreet. This card is pretty huge against him. He might have Red Elemental Blast, in which case he deals me 4 damage. But then I can play Nearheart Pilgrim and attack with Whipcorder, get 2 life back. We can also Fate's Feathers if he has like a 4/1 haster. So there's Arc Trail. That's okay. It's not like we're gonna say no to that. Yes, I understand that's gonna deal me damage. So let's first play this. Obviously want to do that. Yes. And then attack with it. If he had to remove for it, he would have used it. Now the question obviously is, do I play Legionnaire right now? And I think the answer is yes. So I'm not blocking with this, and this is dealing me 2 damage, I understand that. But seeing that else he could attack with a Gutter Snipe and trade for a card I do not want to trade with, I might as well play this and save 2 damage by not getting attacked. Yes, it costs me 2 damage, but it saves 2 damage, so it's a 0 null operation. The only difference is that I now have this out of my hand and it's in play. If he has removal, it works, of course. Dreadbore on the 3/4 flyer doesn't really do that much. But again, Gutter Snipe deals me damage. Oust, so we can put that there. We can Fate's Feathers it, I guess, but I really don't think I want to. So let's just attack and see his reply to that. If he attacks with Gutter Snipe, I'm gonna take the block because I have Sun Titan. And I have Fate's Feathers out, so ultimate price on what? On the 3/1. How many removal cards is this guy running? These are the only 2 I've seen so far, or only 3 I've seen so far, so it's very unlikely he has more. Land, Mana Leak. I guess that's just as good. Don't think we offer up the trade here. We're just waiting for a land for Sun Titan. And if he plays like something really big, we can still Mana Leak it. We can Fate Spheres it, we can oust it, we can do whatever we want with it. Dot is gonna have many blowout cards. So we have 4 cards, he has 2, board is pretty even. It's not doing anything. So we draw our lands, obviously slam Sun Titan here. Dot, he's gonna have Monetite. Get back Legionnaire. I think Whipcorder is the correct card to get back. Yes. Okay. This is with Whipcorder. No. Okay. Yes. And then attack with the Pilgrim. It's gonna gain me 2 life, no matter if he blocks or not. And then with Sun Titan, it obviously is gonna keep coming back, so doesn't really change much. He actually drew like a really bad matchup for him. Just because I have this amount of life gain. I have Fate Feathers, I have Sphinxes, I have Near Hit Pilgrim, I have Wall of Reverence, I have Exalted Angel, I have Oust and Condemn. So many cards he doesn't want to see that I have. Opposition is also pretty good against him if you can survive long enough. And he's not doing anything either. We have Mana League just in case, so we can tap that down. We can just Fate Spheres and attack with everything. And be GG. Although that seems a bit greedy. I can just Dungeon Geist. I'll just attack and see what he does. Might as well. Get back the Ifrit. Yes. He's gonna start blocking at some point, but I mean I am gonna gain 8 life here. Very likely that I'm gonna gain 8 life. Maybe he has run remove for this, but even then, getting hit by 6/6 vigilance. Can go up to 23 here if this resolves. That doesn't even matter just because of Sun Titan. Pretty curious what my opponent has in his hand that he can't cast with 6 mana. That seems so bizarre, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything like Lightning Bolt, that's okay. It's gonna come in next turn anyway. So we did have something. It's not that game breaking though. Like he has 3 cards, he has to do me 13 damage through all of this, and then next turn I'm gonna gain more life, but basically I have him next turn dead. That doesn't do anything, we Whipcorder at the end of turn. Attack for 11. So my opponent conceded, so we basically won. Just want to click OK, and then so we're 2-1. Yeah, we're 1-2-1. We're 1-0 up, and I'll see you guys for round 2.